Start falling, Evelyn.
Well, Rick and Lena, it's inching closer and closer to us as we head into the next couple of hours here. It's getting closer than it was, of course, before. It's mainly situated over the Bay Area, over the Sierra right there, starting to approach rather the Central Coast, seeing it over Monterey County. And you're going to see right there over Point Conception, starting to see just a few, well, showers. A little bit of, well, it's what we call prefrontal rain, prefrontal showers coming in ahead of that main storm front. So that's going to come in into the overnight hours, getting another look at, well, radar right here. Take a look. So the brunt of the rain right there over the San Francisco Bay Area, seeing some very severe activity. That's eventually going to reach down into our forecast mainly by tomorrow. We're going to time it all out for you on Futurecast coming up. We're also looking at some severe storms right there over Monterey, over the Central Valley, over the Sierra, and eventually, again, this is going to slide into Southern California, starting to slide into Kern County. Just a little bit of rain for you there over Bakersfield, but again, we're expecting a few drops as we head into the next couple of hours, but we're really going to start to feel it as we head into the morning hours, early morning hours, around dawn to the early morning. That's when we're going to start to see it ramp up. And then by the late morning hours, that's when things are really going to start lighting up radar. By tomorrow, we're expecting thunderstorms, we're expecting hail, we're expecting snow. So we're going to have it all, and we're going to have all the details, of course, coming up on the rest of that storm and what you can expect for the rest of the weekend coming up in just a little bit. Lena, back to you.
All right. Well, I hope our streets won't be looking like that. I mean, we're going to be getting a lot of rain, right?
Yeah, a really significant amount of rain. This is probably one of the biggest storms, if not the biggest storm we're going to see this winter.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Spring's right around the corner. So it's really sort of that last hurrah that winter's trying to bring to Southern California. And it's really, well, working out quite nicely to our north. We're dealing with heavy rain, thunderstorms, snow, and that's sliding into our forecast in a matter of hours. Timing-wise, well, we're going to time it out for you on Futurecast and show you exactly what you can expect and when. For now, the calm before the storm. Great little evening for you. If you're out by the coast, take a look. A bunch of people around Santa Monica out and about on the pier this evening. We're dealing with, well, cloudier conditions and cooler conditions, but take a look at the storm that's sitting to our north. So we're getting a look at radar right now, and you're going to see heavy rain pounding the Bay Area, Monterey right there, also the Central Valley over to the Sierra. We're looking at very, very stormy conditions. Again, severe thunderstorms on the way as well, along with rain, along with snow. A closer look at our forecast here at home. We're just getting a few pieces of that storm. Again, just a few little pieces breaking off. So it's really sort of that drizzle that comes ahead of the main storm front, and that's headed our way, well, into the morning hours. We're going to start to see a little more rain once we hit the midnight hour, and then things are going to really start to intensify as we hit the morning hours. Advisory wise, well, we've got high wind warnings in effect. We've got wind advisories in effect. We've got winter storm warnings in effect. These were just watches the other night, but they're already upgraded to winter storm warnings. So we are expecting maybe over a foot at resort level, which tends to be around 6,000 feet. The Tejon Pass possibly getting slammed as snow levels start to drop down to 3,000 feet, maybe even 2,000 feet by Sunday. And we did just see that high surf video from the Wedge. Well, here it is to prove it. We're looking at a high surf advisory in effect as well as the storm rolls our way. A quick look at Futurecast for you in just a minute, or actually we're just going to be on Storm Watch. Want to show you what's going on. Again, breaking it down for you. Increasing showers, rain, hail, and thunderstorms. Cool with showers. And take a look at your rain and snow totals. 3/4 of an inch to about 1.5 inches of rain. 3 inches in the foothills, and snow down to 3,000 feet. And I will tell you, maybe down to even 2,000 feet by the time we hit Sunday. And snow totals also pretty impressive, between 1/2 foot and maybe over a foot around resort level. A quick look at your 5-day forecast right here. Rain and thunderstorms, maybe a chance of a leftover thunderstorm by Sunday, certainly a leftover mountain shower perhaps by Monday, drying out by Tuesday, and much clearer, much warmer by the time we head to Wednesday. Lena and Rick, back to you.
He's just chicken. I would love to meet an alien, actually.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Oh,
I'd be scared.
You would. I'd protect you.
Oh, thanks, Lena. All right, I feel okay now then. All right, in that case, let's get to the forecast. Back here on Earth, we're going to take you to Catalina. Take a look right there. There's the casino right there, all lit up. Gorgeous shot. The calm before the storm. We are bracing for that storm if you haven't heard. We're expecting heavy rain this weekend, but you most likely already have. So we're going to time it all out for you. If you're wondering when exactly it's going to hit, how much we're going to get, take a look right here. Satellite radar. We're dealing with plenty of rain, thunderstorms, and snow all to our north. Sitting north of Point Conception right there, but that's eventually going to slide down into our forecast here in Southern California. And as it does, we are expecting the same thing. So over the San Francisco Bay Area, the Monterey Bay, the Central Valley right there for the Sierra, we are dealing with heavy rain, thunderstorms, and snow, and just a few little pieces breaking off from the main storm front. And with that, we're starting to get just a few sprinkles right there over Kern County, and maybe even a few more showers as we head into the next couple of hours here at home. But the brunt of the storm not really hitting us until we head into the overnight and particularly the morning hours. Let's get a closer look on radar right there. You're going to see just a drop or two, but for the most part, we're still mostly dry. Won't be the case as we head into the morning hours. Several advisories already lighting up your screen. We've got winter storm warnings in effect pretty much all weekend long. Wind advisories also in effect. High wind warnings in effect for the high desert, and also a high surf advisory in effect. So we really have the works bracing for a very significant storm. Again, packing a very powerful punch. So we're going to break it all down for you and time it all out for you coming up in just a little bit. Lena, back to you. Yep, Rick and Lena, we're bracing for that storm right now. Just the cloud cover heading in ahead of the storm, and maybe a few drops coming in ahead of the really heavy rain we're expecting by tomorrow. So we're going to time it all out for you momentarily. We're taking you outside to Long Beach, as we just mentioned. A little bit of cloud cover out there, cool conditions, temperatures right here at the broadcast center in Studio City in the 50s, 55 degrees right here, right now. All right, advisory-wise right now, take a look. Winter storm warnings going to affect, high wind warnings for the high desert, several wind advisories for the mountains, and a high surf advisory all along the coast. We're expecting, again, these winter storm warnings especially to last through the weekend, expecting a strong southerly winds to start to kick in ahead of the storm system as well. And over the next 24 hours, we can start to expect rain into the overnight hours, heavier rain and thunderstorms by the morning, and still expecting rain and maybe some isolated thunderstorms by the time we head into the afternoon. Let's go look at Futurecast. Into the overnight hours, we're already starting to see some widespread rain. So take a look right here through 5 in the morning, still seeing widespread rain. Nothing too heavy with a few exceptions. Over the mountains, we're already starting to see some heavier rain. And as you compare this with the legend, you'll see yellow indicating heavier rain. Once we start seeing the orange and the red, that's when it really starts to get heavy. That's when we're expecting thunderstorms to enter the picture. As we get a look at Futurecast for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, take a look. Some of the heavier rain already starting to approach the Grapevine, one of our problem spots. In fact, we could especially see some very problematic conditions for the Grapevine. We are expecting snow, rain, maybe even blowing snow. Snow levels start to drop down to 2,000 feet by Sunday. By 10 a.m. tomorrow, this is when everybody really starts to get slammed. We're looking at a bullseye right there. The orange and the red, again, indicating severe thunderstorms. Things starting to move to the east by about 12:30. But we're talking, well, heavy rain over the desert right there, and we're still talking widespread showers all across Southern California. By 2 o'clock, certainly not in the clear, still looking at a few heavier spots. And then by 8 o'clock, and that's 8 o'clock tomorrow night, a little drier, but we're still looking at scattered showers into the overnight hours, maybe a chance of an isolated thunderstorm. And by Sunday, the LA Marathon looks to be maybe a wet one. Maybe not a washout, but certainly cool and certainly showery out there as we head toward the end of the weekend. Let's get a look at that 5-day forecast for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Rain and thunderstorms, cool with showers by Sunday. Leftover showers by the time we head into your Monday, much drier by Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, expecting a completely different forecast. We're in the mid-70s with nothing but sunshine. Lena and Rick, back to you.
It'll be wet out there.
Yeah, it's going to be wet.
Cold, too.
And very cold. It's actually going to be colder on Sunday because that cold air is going to start to filter in.
They're going to feel it while they're waiting, right?
While they're waiting.
Off.
And once you run, exactly, you like it cooler. It's called, runner's weather. So, yeah, so that's a good thing for them.
Okay.
But it's not going to be as heavy rain-wise on Sunday, so that's a good thing. So just showery conditions. So just a few leftover showers, maybe a leftover isolated thunderstorm by Sunday. But the big day here is tomorrow. So we're going to track tomorrow's storm coming up in just a minute. It's starting to inch its way closer to us. Well, Pat, we're taking you outside to Santa Monica right now. You're not seeing much in the shop, but you are seeing rain. It's already starting. A few pieces already breaking off from the main storm system. And with that, we're already seeing a few sprinkles. You're going to see that on radar right here. The main part of the system right here sitting well to our north, but we are dealing with just a few showers, again, starting to enter the picture. Most everything still sitting north of Point Conception, but in a matter of few hours, that really won't be the case. We're expecting most of this to come down to the Southland by the early morning hours, and by late tomorrow morning, we're expecting severe weather, thunderstorms, hail, lightning, thunder, snow as well. At this point, just a few drops, again, breaking off from the main storm system, so we are dealing with a few drops out there, but nothing compared to what we're bracing for this weekend. We're going to show you what to expect coming up in just a little bit. Pat and Paul, back to you.
All right. And when the thing would have started, you just would have seen a tumbleweed come through and heard crickets. But
No, that's not true. We will still be here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're stalwarts that we are.
That's the kind of we are, yeah.
Yes.
And who,
yes.
you know, we certainly need Ev to tell us about all this weather, right?
Exactly.
There we go. Well, I'm here. I'm still here, and I will tell you what we can expect this weekend. Probably the most powerful, biggest, well, winter storm that we've seen all season long. Again, that's not saying much because we haven't had much of a winter, but it's packing a pretty powerful punch as we head into the weekend here. We're getting a look at LAX tonight, already looking at a little bit of cloud cover. In fact, already looking at a few raindrops, just a few pieces breaking off from the main storm system that's still sitting well to our north. As we head into the next few hours, though, it's going to slide into our forecast. As a result, we're already looking at several watches, warnings, advisories, winter storm warnings in effect for the mountains, wind advisories, high surf advisories, and high wind warnings in effect for the high desert there. I want to take you through Futurecast, and you're going to see exactly what to expect hour by hour here. We're taking you to the 3 o'clock hour. This is the overnight hours right here, and you're going to see widespread rain. Nothing heavy. Green just indicates steady showers. Then, as we head into the 5 o'clock hour, we're starting to see it pick up a little bit over the mountains, and by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, take a look right here. We're seeing orange and yellow, red even sitting to our north, indicating heavy rain, potential downpours, and thunderstorms. And by 10 a.m., bullseye. Take a look at all of this. Pretty much everybody in for a chance of heavier rain and thunderstorms. By 12:30 in the afternoon, the rain starting to move eastward, and with that, we're still expecting that chance possibly over the mountains, and on top of that, expecting heavy snow as well, over a foot around resort level. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're still dealing with, well, thunderstorms over the mountains and the deserts. Other than that, just looking at spotty showers as we head into the evening hours. By 8 o'clock in the evening, still looking at showers in the forecast, maybe a little heavier over the desert. And 10 o'clock tomorrow night, things already looking a little lighter compared to what we're seeing earlier in the morning. By Sunday morning, scattered showers again. LA Marathon taking place on Sunday, so it could be a wet one, probably not a washout, but it will be cool and it will be damp out there, and we're not ruling out the chance of rain through the afternoon hours, and even by the evening hours, we're still in for a chance of a shower or two. In fact, this chance continues through Monday. Let's get a look at that extended forecast, and you're going to see your 5-day forecast right here showing you just that. Heavy rain and thunderstorms across the board tomorrow. Everybody standing a chance. On top of that, we're expecting maybe up to 3 inches of rain in the foothills and in the mountains, over a foot potentially around resort level, possibly a few inches around 3,000 feet, maybe a dusting around 2,000 feet. So yes, that does mean potential snow on the valley floor. By Sunday, still in for that chance of rain, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. By Monday, a leftover shower, mainly in the mountains. By Tuesday, drier. And by Wednesday, it's like nothing happened. Nothing but sunshine and temperatures in the upper 60s and the 70s. Pat and Paul, back to you.
Catching post. That's amazing.
It really, I'd love to see that.
I know you really do love it.
You know, they're my favorite mammals.
I
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for watching CBS 2 News at 11. David Letterman's next.
Have a great weekend. Try to stay dry.